Let's move to the other side of the equation, because if you are in the marketplace kind of situation, you have to worry about merchants, because only when merchants accept you and start branding you will consumers actually start coming to pay at your particular store, coupled with the mindshare which has been built by the product. So we have zero conflict of interest. We are completely invested in ensuring that if Domino's has partnered with us, it really grows with MobiKwik based payments so that their users find it really easy to make it one tap based payment. We also offer a very deep understanding of the consumer behavior. So when top e-commerce portals, or even when Uber wanted to go via credit card with MobiKwik, we really help them understand these are the certain needs of a credit card user in India, because we had been on the consumer side of things. These are the failure rates. This is how things work. This is how the whole redressal cycle works. This is how you should move across. So there's a very tight handshake and a lot of trust placed by the merchant on MobiKwik. We are very quick to adapt. So if I were to rewind the clocks 15, 16 days ago, when our Prime Minister announced the whole demonetization thing, a bunch of our partners, whose 60 to 70% of the business is in cash, they were having a lot of sleepless nights. So when one of the leading QSR chains came to MobiKwik and said, majority of my orders are being cancelled because users don't want to use our online-based website, and they don't even want to use credit cards, how do we solve the problem? So we introduced something called Wallet on Delivery, where you don't even have to be a MobiKwik user. All you have to do is click on a link, make the payment, and you are done. When a leading e-commerce player called us, with whom we are already partners, called us and said about 45 to 50% of our cash delivery orders in a very high value, high margin segment are being affected, we implemented a similar solution, really molded to meet the solutions, really molded to meet the user's needs, who are a lot on feature phones and a little bit on smartphones. So we're very, very quick to adapt, and all of this happened within 24 to 48 hours of receiving such requests. We have an unbeatable product array. So as I said, it's just not the wallet. It's credit cards, cash, payment gateway, as well as QR codes. And the only reason why we can move forward so quickly is because the culture which has been set and the type of talent and the type of the team members that we get on board have a very, very analytical, a very problem-solving kind of aptitude, as well as a very engineering approach to solving a problem. As in, how can you productize it? It takes time to build an elegant solution via a product, but once it's done and it's out there being used by real people, scaling is not a very big problem. This is stuck. Oh yeah. So I'll quickly read through the numbers. In the last 16 to 17 days, since the time the old currency notes are being sparsely accepted, and we're seeing long lines outside ATMs, MobiKwik has seen a 7,000% increase in the person-to-person and person-to-bank transfers. And for these small merchants, we made it 0% TDR. Because rather than gloating on the opportunity and trying to capitalize it and start making margins, we said, let's help these folks first and make sure they really get used to using a wallet to conduct their transactions. We also came up with a very unique campaign which said, mobile number do, paise lo. So all you have to do is give your mobile number, and the other person has to click on the link or enter the mobile number in the MobiKwik app, and boom, instantly you get the money. We had a 2,000% growth in money added to MobiKwik wallets. All great numbers. What has been really exciting for me is the last one, which is 4 to 5x surge in value of offline transactions. Now, online, we're very used to paying via payment gateways, via credit card, debit card, and a bunch of cashback schemes also help you try the product out once. Those are great incentives for folks who have not used it before. But for offline, standing in a Big Bazaar queue or standing in a Chroma's queue to buy a product and then saying, hey, I don't have the cash, I would like to pay via wallet, that number change is very encouraging. One number which I've not included here is, even of the new users coming, the repeat usage is fantastic, which really shows you get a line to taste blood once, and if you drive it by really easy to use products, they'll come to use it again and again. So this is great on all the online side of things, offline side of things. How are we helping the real India go cashless? Because one of the themes which was told to me was how we are targeting, or how MobiKwik is looking at the bottom echelon of the pyramid and trying to help them go digital while making a payment. So About a couple of months ago, MobiKwik partnered with this NGO called Samagra. Now, Samagra is based out of Pune, and what happens is Samagra visits the homes of the urban poors in that area. So India has north of 100 million urban poor. By urban poor, I mean the daily wage earner, the rickshaw puller, the construction worker. Their day starts before any bank begins. Their day ends way after any bank closes. When do these folks get a chance to deposit their daily earnings into a bank? The answer is they don't. So till now, the way they had been saving money was either put it under their mattress, or in some cases, even dig up the ground, put the cash inside into a poly bag, and then put back the earth so that it's already saved up there. And what we did was with Samagra visited the homes and these slums and really explained the value of how much MobiKwik can add in terms of saving the funds. And it's just not storing and saving the funds. When these folks want to do a prepaid recharge, one tap and they can do it. When they want to transfer it to a bank account for the children studying in some city, an easy zero-fee IMPS transfer can send money there. When they want to book bus or train tickets, they can do it via the MobiKwik app. When about a year ago, as I was telling you, in tier 2 cities, the demand for cash was very strong. And we started getting requests from cities like Jaipur, Surat, to tell us, hey, we really want to start using MobiKwik, but we don't have access to a lot of credit cards and debit cards. So we launched cash pickup in these 5 cities, and you'll be surprised, the amount of cash which gets picked up in one day in Jaipur is way higher than the amount of cash which gets picked up in a city like Mumbai. And I can't make these numbers up, because the kind of penetration of credit cards in these big cities is way more than Jaipur. That's common fact. But the speed with which the numbers started growing for cash pickup was phenomenal. And we are having thousands of transactions every single day. We have partnered with ICICI Suvidha outlets. We have 100,000 outlets across 10,000 cities. And you can discover all these cash pickup outlets within the app. Just enable your location, go to the nearby feature of MobiKwik app, and you'll be able to see those. During the festival of Diwali, Feeding India came to us and said, we really want people to start donating, but it's really hard to do it via the website. So we instantly came up with a one-link solution. We created a unique link. We sent it to folks. So if you had a MobiKwik app, you click on that, it takes you to the payment page. You choose how many meals you want to contribute for. A meal is 7 rupees or so. And if you don't, it just opens up a website and you keep adding money and you contribute to the meals. We contributed about 3,500 meals in the whole festival of Diwali. And to end it all, after the demonetization, I think on a lighter note, even God has gone digital. We worked with IMPC, the International Mandir Prabandhak Committee, and you can offer money via MobiKwik at popular mandirs, as well as we are working for a few gurudwaras. We are also talking to Siddhi Vinayak in Bombay. So a bunch of places where MobiKwik is moving forward to in terms of helping India go cashless.